the offensive guys said your defense really got after them in the spring. Were you pretty pleased, Dale?
I think we made progress. I mean, I can't say I'm pleased yet. I mean, we got a long way to go. We got a lot of improvement still to make. I mean, I'm happy where we're at right now, but we can't stay where we're at right now.
I was going to ask you about a couple positions. The linebacker spots where you're looking for a new starter. The one inside linebacker spot, Hudson and Heflin, I believe, Sullivan and Heflin are really the battle. Is that who it is there?
There's probably 5-6 guys that are in that each of those positions, and I think we learned last year that you have to have at least 3 deep ready to play. So obviously Hudson and Micah would be the starters, and then after that, again, I think we know probably the 3 deep in each of them, but they still have camp to fight it out. We still have 30 days of practice coming back in the fall, so to me they're always open.
Well, another guy who wanted to establish himself in the spring was Norton at striker. What did you see out of Justin Norton?
I thought he had a good spring. Again, to a man, we have a long way to go, but I think he's the right guy for that position. I think we have 3 strikers that can play in there. But again, I wouldn't want to line up today and play people we're going to be playing.
Any guys that kind of young guys that maybe improve their stock during the spring? I know you mentioned Cromartie to me once before. Anyone else in that thing that kind of hit you?
Yeah, I'm really excited about Cromartie. He's the one that really, to me, all spring really showed up. He made some mistakes, but he plays so hard and he's so explosive that if I had to pick a guy right now, that would be the one that caught my eye all spring. And we kind of expected that from him, but I love the effort that he plays with. If we can get everybody playing with his kind of effort and Heflin's kind of effort, we could be a pretty good defense.
What's going on at wide receiver? Everyone's talking about Brandon Cologne needs to step up. Is he?
He's done some good things this spring. He's got a long way to go, though.
Who else has shown you something? I mean, you had one returning starter. You lose Jameer.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, it was tough because Tyler was out all spring, so
right, you weren't able to see
him. We lost our one starter, and the other one was hurt all spring. Brandon did some good things. Craig did some good things. Chad did some good things. The one guy that probably stood out the most was Taylor Jackson.
Okay, he's a young kid with some talent.
He's got a lot of talent. It's just getting him to go the right direction every single play, which if you can't do that, you can't play. And I think he did a nice job this spring of doing that. So probably the guy that had the best spring, if I had to say, would be Taylor. But he's still a long ways away too.
What do you like about Taylor? Obviously, he's got good size and speed.
Yeah, he's got a great frame. He's got a great work ethic. Every day he comes to work, he wants to be great. Now it's just taking a little bit longer than I would like and that he would like, but I think he's finally starting to get to that point where I feel good about playing him, where I get to that trust word with him.
One of the guys that was mentioned by Coach Jasper and Coach Nehemiah was Zach Frady. Is that how you pronounce it?
It's Frade.
Frade.
Yep.
Well, did not need to.
Well, the problem with Zach was he got hurt the first day. Pulled a hamstring, and even today he's still not 100%. He practiced the last 3 practices, but not at 100%. So it's hard to evaluate a kid.
Right.
I need him going full speed.
What is it about him that he's got potential? Apparently,
that's the key word, potential. But that's all he has right now is potential. We got to get something out of him.
Right. A lot of young defensive linemen that you got to bring along here.
You noticed.
What are we seeing out of some of these young guys? And Coach Pearson's already told me a little bit about Cromartie has shown up.
Potential. Same as every time. As the time spring comes around, you get excited with your young guys, but that's about it. That's all I'm going to give it to them is just potential. We all know that could go good or bad, so it's on us to see where we could push them.
Pittman, he's got to try to replace Forrestall. I think the biggest thing for him, he's got to learn how to handle more reps. He's going to be playing a lot more reps than he did in games last year.
Very athletic guy, very athletic. He needed to learn how to work, needed to understand our culture. And he did a great job starting in 4th quarters and started in January when we start our winter workouts. And he did a really good job of accepting the role, and it wasn't given to him. He earned it, but we still got a long ways to go. So he's got to do the same thing throughout summer, throughout off season, and ready for camp.
Sales showing you anything he's got to try to replace some big shoes at Amos Mason.
Done a great job. Done a great job, but as we all know, we still have a lot of room to grow, and even there's a lot of unanswered questions, and Sale's done a great job of filling that role and understanding the culture that we're trying to build, and he's working his butt off to try. And he takes that personal. He's a very emotional leader for us, and I've chosen him to be a team a position captain for our position, and he's done a great job.
So do you feel like you got backups here? I mean, I look at these names: Marcus Edwards, Joe Goff, Dave Tolentino, Dylan Fisher. Behind Sales, we got Villalobos and somebody I can't see, but Cromartie. Do you have backups at each of these spots?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of good potential backup roles. So it's going to be a lot of open spots for everybody to compete. But I think our whole staff did a great job recruiting in the last few years, and they gave us those options. But we're still a long ways away. So I'm excited about them. I'm excited about the talent level that they have and the potential. But we've got to do a good job of pushing them.
How far the offensive line came this spring? Do you feel good about the unit?
Not far enough. Yeah, I would say I'm not pleased with the spring. We've got the pieces though. We'll get them ready, and we'll get them going. But overall, no, I would say I'm probably not pleased. But I probably feel that way every spring. So yeah, so I'm probably like in the same boat I always am.
You need to get a more aggressive coach. Is that it? Do they need to punch somebody in the mouth, or?
I don't know if you can punch people in the mouth. It'd be a penalty, but
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. No, we just we're still, we mixed in a lot of guys, and we played a lot of young guys, and so we got to obviously get some continuity there. But yeah, we need to be more physical. We need to be mentally tougher. We need to play harder. We need to do all those things.
Right.
We're not there.
Jake Hawk at left tackle. He's a guy that's trying to win a job. He's got, he looks the part.
Right.
How's Jake coming along?
He's improving. Yeah, he's probably improved as much as anybody that's come through here in a long time in his time here. So he'll be a junior next year, and he's probably further along than I would have anticipated he would be. And, for thinking back to him as a freshman, he cares, he tries hard. He's a big kid, he's strong. I think he's going to have a chance to be a good player.
Who do you see behind him? Is Rayford, and I think I saw Kendall Wright getting more reps than Rayford.
Yep. Kendall's probably passed up Rayford at this point, who's a young freshman, 6'3", 290 pounds.
Yeah,
he's
sure.
an athletic kid, but typical plebe, good day, bad day, intensity, needs to improve. We've been talking to him about that. He's kind of hot and cold, but talented. The kid's really talented. Right. Ford Higgins is another freshman that's doing really well at tackle, super athletic, a little undersized, but the kid plays football the way we like our guys to play.
I know Lindsey couldn't participate in scrimmages, but he was in the drills and all. How's Lindsey looking? Does he look like he's close to getting back to where he was?
I think he looks good. And I think he's probably at the situation, if we were playing a game this spring, he would have played. But, obviously we don't play until September, so we're just trying to be cautious with him and make sure we don't do anything to set him back. But he's doing a great job physically. He's doing a good job with the leadership part of it. And he will play for us and would be a starter for us if we played today, whether it be at tackle or at guard, one of the two. So we're still trying to figure out our best lineup.
So who is behind him at guard? Is it Njiki, or I don't know if I pronounced that right?
Yeah, that's right. And Laurent Njiki would probably be behind him right now. But, the last couple of days, I don't know if we started playing Andrew Wood a little bit at guard as well. And I guess the thought there is, what can we do to get our best guys on the field?
You got another tackle you like, Adam Mimosa?
Well, no, Robert Lindsey.
Whether
he's a guard or tackle. So we're just trying to work through a lot of combinations like that. Yeah.
I think you know what you got in Parker Wade. A backup center. Forney's a big kid. Who's the number 2 center on his squad coming out of spring?
Forney is the number 2 and can also play guard. Talented kid, big, can move. He's going to be a really good football player here. And then Brian Barrett, who's a big kid, and obviously we got to get him to lose some weight.
He's like 330.
He was 327 today, and we gave him a standing ovation for getting under 330. So we're making progress.
But you think at 315 he plays a better football, something like that?
He's talented. He's going to be a good player.
But I'm saying, would you like him lighter than?
315 is kind of our goal.
Yeah.
315 and under, and we're making slow but steady progress.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to be a good player.